As you know, when you're nice to bears, they become your friends. They don't just come back in the night and kill you.
This one won't.
If Winnie the Pooh has taught us nothing else.
Were we going to introduce any characters or anything like that?
Yes, why don't we do that we'll do that from the top, from where I have Cam first with Quattro.
Yeah, he is a smuggling thief I'm adding a long sword, a long sword, a crossbow, and a sling. And he does smuggly thief things.
Cool. And then there's, I believe, a dwarf that Damon is running here.
Yep. I'm playing Ham and Egg Sandwich. I'm quite frugal. I don't want to spend all of my money on stuff. You never know when you might need it.
He's cheap.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Probably not in a hill giant fort, but you never know, I guess.
Look, I'm hoping there's going to be some good treasure here. I'm thinking of maybe doing an armor upgrade. We'll see. But I need the money for it.
Okay. All right. Then we have, I believe, an elf.
Yeah, I've got Jariki, an elf. Elven Forester was his original occupation. I've got some spells. I went with the random spells, and I think I got pretty good. Well, I might change one or two. We're okay to do that, right? You said we don't have to do them random.
You goddamn cheater.
Sub one or two.
I encouraged you to choose your own spells at the beginning.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yep. I like most of the roster. I'm going to swap out one or two.
I advised you all to plan for giant hunting.
Yeah, that's why I like Charm Person. Doesn't sound like it's going to be too useful.
What are you talking about? Go charm a giant.
Yeah, he's got a point. I'm going to try it.
I'll just seduce them.
Ooh, even better.
Then we have me. I'm playing Judge Callum, and I got a whole bunch of hill giants, mostly, and some rocks. I get that. Then I've got a cleric here.
Oh, you've got one?
No,
What's
Garrett.
Oh, I see. Yeah. We've got Tico Storm Moon, cleric of Shul, the moon god. And then there's also Harvey Gongbanger. He is a gong farmer and warrior.
All right. A shit shoveling warrior. I like it.
Yes. Yep.
And then finally, but not least, we have a Mrs. Dwarf, I believe.
Well, not quite Mrs. And I don't like your tone because you sounded a little strange there in the whole not quite least. My name is Ruben Henri Samich.
It's Henri. Henri. That's how Mom pronounced it.
Okay. This is what I have to put up with because Ham and Egg is my younger brother.
Ham and Egg. God, gee,
I like to say Ham and Egg because it's fun. I'm a dwarven stonemason. I have some of my favorite little carving. I have one of my favorite little stones with me that I've carved actually because I like to experiment with sculpting as well. Unlike my brother, I'm not cheap. I believe in quality, not quantity, but whatever. I guess that's a bad thing.
We'll see who's laughing later.
I will still be standing at least. And that's about it. That's about all I got to say to that.
All right. Then I will just get this thing going. The Steading of the Hill Giant Chief by Gary Gygax from 1978.
Wow.
Yes, indeed. Apparently the first published TSR adventure module.
Oh, really?
Wow, nice.
There we go. All right.
Here we go. I have, of course, embellished it. 6 winters have passed since those terrible events befell the village of Heorot, when the cowardly Jarl Karl and his manipulative seer let the good village fall prey to the demonic hound, only to then abandon them to a vicious attack by ungodly beakmen. In the time since the Jarl was ousted, Heorot's fortunes have blossomed, thanks in no small part to the contribution of the brave band of adventurers that led the villagers to victory against seemingly overwhelming adversaries. There has been little to trouble your band in the last years. The occasional foray into the woods along the lower slopes of the mountains to rout bandits, or acting as caravan guards for merchant treks between Heorot and its neighbours. But spring has brought troubling news from surrounding hamlets and villages. Hill giants, who for centuries have always kept to themselves, are reportedly descending from their mountain stronghold and making violent and terrible attacks on the kinfolk, destroying homesteads and livestock, murdering indiscriminately and snatching people. At first, these distant stories seem to be just that, but now word has reached you of a devastating attack on Rondell, a mountain hamlet located just 10 miles from Heorot. And even more troubling are the whisperings that the hill giants are not acting alone, but aided by other giants never seen before in these parts. It cannot be ignored any longer. You gather with the thanes and the village elders in the great hall of Heorot and assemble a band to venture into the mountains and put paid to these hill giant attacks once and for all, and to discover why these creatures have begun to behave as they do. Well armed and provisioned with horses and hirelings, you set out at first light, following the track that wends its way westwards and upwards towards Fanog's Peak and the steading of the hill giant chief. So that's where we start out. You know very, very little about hill giants. You know that their chief's name is Nosnra, and that he is reportedly a grossly fat and thoroughly despicable creature, known to be sly and vicious, and a lover of ambush and backstabbing.
What was his name again?
Nosnra. Nosnra.
Ah, okay.
Boy, my name was spelled. It was much longer.
It rolls off the tongue prettily.
That's right.
So your party travels deeper into the mountains, and as you travel deeper, the land around you becomes steeped in a dense, wet fog. The further you climb, the wetter it gets, until you find yourself in a gentle but near constant drizzle of rain. Eventually, you come across the hamlet of Rondell, or at least what was once the hamlet of Rondell. It is now unrecognizable. Huge footprints lead away further up into the mountains. Large animals are strewn, torn apart, alongside human bodies, almost unrecognizable, and all of the buildings have been smashed into ruin and rubble. Finding nothing of use in the thoroughly destroyed hamlet, you venture further west and upwards, following the huge tracks, the terrain becoming increasingly boggy and inhospitable. Great holes all around you, where the trees appear to have been literally ripped from the earth. At last, as dusk begins to fall, you come to a brush-covered rocky overhang that overlooks your destination, just 100 or so yards ahead. A sprawling, ramshackle wooden structure atop a rise of dry land at the centre of a muddy bog. To your left stands a dense copse of evergreen trees. A narrow but fast-flowing stream cascades downwards from a gap in the trees. A rough path of irregular-shaped stone slabs slopes ahead of you and down towards the structure in the bog. And scene.
Is the structure you're talking about the one that we're seeing the walls and doors on in the southeast corner of the map?
Yes, you're already at the map. I have a picture. I can put it in. I will put it in
Please
the
do.
chat now.
My instinct as a smuggler would be to suggest that we go hold up in that corpse of trees and watch for a while.
Okay. Would we want to maybe wait until they go to sleep?
Well, yeah, just see if anybody comes in and out, see if we can get a feel for
Oh yeah,
And
that's
we're
quite
going-
how busy this place is. And
You want to study this place?
yeah, we'd like to hide out in the trees where we're not going to obviously be seen.
What if we disguise ourselves as HVAC specialists?
Right?
Say we're here to
I'll
do
tell you what, I'll go
repairs.
spread some rumors about some rats in the basement.
Nice.
all right. You two are fired.
Wait, you guys did that in Blades in the Dark.
We did that in Blades of the Dark.
Yeah, I
yes.
remember.
And
remember.
it was great.
It worked.
It worked
Um,
incredibly well. Jenny
yeah,
and I will
I
go
didn't-
seduce for a while you guys run around the basement.
It's a huge timber stronghold standing on a slightly raised plateau above this boggy area. There are no visible windows and only one visible door.
And that's the door in the lower left of the picture corresponds
Yes.
with. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And then can we see? So looking along the wall to the
There's
right
a
of that
gate.
on the picture, is that a gate or like is it a gate that's meant to open and close? Like maybe
Or
going
is
into
that
their
just
open area.
art?
Yeah.
That is, I'm going to say that is just art for now. Quattro wanted to investigate the copse of trees, right?
Well, I wanted
Right,
to
well-
just post up in the trees and kind of hide out there where they're not going to see us and just watch for a while and see if there's comings and goings.
Yeah.
But now looking at this, I think we should just block up the front door and torch the place.
Okay, well, bear in mind
Just
that
saying.
this whole region is just permanently
damp.
shrouded in this damp, perpetual rain.
Hey, wizard.
I mean, I've got flaming hands, but I don't know
Okay.
if we can set fire to a whole incredibly sodden building.
I mean, we're standing in a thicket of evergreen trees. I would assume that that's probably made out of pine or something too. So once it gets going, it'll go.
Hmm.
Oh, I think
Have you moved to the copse of trees?
That's what I'm proposing we do. Does anybody have a
Yeah, let's
different
do
idea?
that. No, I like the
Okay.
idea of observing.
Following the stream leads to a clearing within the copse of trees.
Ooh.
The clearing is quite large, approximately 30 feet by 30 feet, and the foliage is dense enough that it provides you discrete cover from the other surroundings beyond. Here you can see that the stream seems to emanate from its source, which is a small spring, and you notice that the spring is adjacent to what appears to be a grass-covered entrance to a cave.
Hey,
is the
Hmm.
cave leading?
Back door.
Yeah, is the cave going towards this structure?
No, because this structure from where you're standing now would be ahead of you to the north, and this cave would be behind you to the south.
Still seems
Interesting.
prudent to make sure it's not dangerous and that we're not going to be surprised. We should
Well,
have
we
a look.
could also put the horses in there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, all the hirelings.
There's ample
Oh.
room for the horses out here, too.
presuming it's safe.
So, who is
Mhm.
investigating the cave?
Well, Hamadig is definitely interested in investigating.
We could have the
Quattro
elf-
will go up there too. He's
Oh, yeah.
thief.
I was-
That's kind of what
I was
he's
gonna
here
say,
for.
oh yeah, I was gonna say the elf and dwarves could go in without torches for a quick peek,
Mhm.
but I'm open
plus,
to
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you
sure.
know,
Sure.
underground is kind of our thing.
Yeah, say Ruben and I are very comfortable in these kinds of situations.
I'll go in and cover you
Okay.
with my short bow.
Okay, sounds good.
So I could shoot over the dwarves. No offense.
You enter the cave, and while it is quite dark, your infravision allows you to see quite well. And it appears to be quite a large and comfortable cave, approximately 30 feet by 20 feet with a 10 to 12 foot ceiling. It seems reasonably dry. It's so reasonably dry, in fact, that you see standing in one corner and trundling towards you a rather angry and disturbed cave bear. So let's roll for initiative.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Nice.
Oof.
Right. Good work.
I got a 2. As you
Jesus,
can
I
see
have
in
a
my
4.
chat.
Harvey got a 25 and Tico got an 11.
25. What's your bonus, dude?
Plus 5.
5, I guess. Wow.
I rolled a natural 20 on it.
Crazy.
How it begins.
All right, I will let you know that the bear rolled a 1.
Oh.
Thank
Aw.
God.
Poor thing.
I'm kind of feeling for the bear right now.
Yeah.
Slower and more dull-witted than me and Damon. Excellent.
Okay, so I believe Harvey, conveniently enough, the warrior is up first.
Great. So Harvey would have been closer to the mouth of the cave, and I'm
Mhm.
assuming there's no light in the cave.
There is not.
Okay. So then I guess he's going to light a torch and throw it in. Well, I'd light a torch and run in, and then just try to get an idea of what the hell's going on. And I suppose seeing the cave bear, would it be possible to drop the torch to give him some light and then draw weapons and get ready to fight? As I'm assuming, would you allow an action?
No, I think the lighting of the torch and running in there,
Move. Okay. Okay.
I think that's going to be your action.
Sure. Sure.
You know, you could send one of your hirelings to light a torch and run in.
Oh yeah.
gotta say
You
that,
have
right?
those.
That's right. I do.
I would allow that.
And
Okay.
then your actual character has an action to do.
I'm gonna. So then that's what's gonna happen. The hireling's gonna run in, and Harvey's gonna get his longbow ready, and then when he sees the bear, he's gonna just take a shot.
Just in
Great.
case everything goes belly up, what is the hireling's name?
Don't think too hard about it. They're not going to last.
My
Oh,
There was a
hirelings
name
are
for this one. This was Slippery Skid.
Skid, okay.
The
It's gonna
waste
be
of
Skid
money.
Mark. Yeah,
It's
waste
a
of money.
waste of money.
Is more than 18 needed to hit this thing?
Hope not.
No,
the cave bear. No,
an
Okay.
18 hits.
Okay,
So
bear
then
and plate
that's
mail.
gonna be so that's gonna be 8 max damage at 12.
Ouch.
Jeez.
This thing's really, really hurting.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, Ruben is up.
I'm not pleased with going after, creature of the forest, but I guess we got to do this.
Creature of a cave.
try and be merciful, Ruben.
We'll see.
what are you talking about? Cave bear's delicious.
I got a 6.
Oh, a
You-
six, a
You got
six.
more than that.
A s-
Yeah, you do have to add something. Don't you have
You roll a d6 and then you add your strength modifier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is where the dice is weird. Okay,
Yeah. So your D20 came up a 6. Now roll a D6 and do you have a strength bonus?
wait. Hang on. Yes. Plus
It's
1.
plus 1. Yep. So then now roll D6 plus 1.
Oh yeah, I forgot dwarves get deed dice. Like
Yeah.
warriors do.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So you got 6 more. So you rolled a 12 total for your attack.
Okay.
That's not gonna make it.
That's still not enough?
No.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You could burn some luck, but it's a bit early in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to burn some luck. We're good.
All right, Tico is up.
How close would Tico have to get for 40 feet? He's just gonna try and shoot a sling at it, a sling bullet.
Well, if he's at the cave entrance,
Yeah.
he's
Yep.
probably about 20, 25 feet away.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, he's just gonna try and sling it and ding it. 13's not gonna hit, is it?
Nope.
Okay. All right, then that's his turn.
That is a swing and a miss. Then we have Jerky.
Jariki.
Jariki. Sorry, I forgot
Yeah,
the
Tomato.
All right. Jariki will fire his short bow. 18, 19, 20. An unnatural 20.
Yes, that hits.
We call that a dirty 20 around these parts.
I call it an unnatural 20.
It's very unnatural.
Yeah, right.
That's 6 on the floor. Ooh, a 6.
Okay. So 6 damage.
Yeah.
This thing's in really bad shape. Its fur is just soaked in blood.
Oh.
Is it
Quattro-
howling piteously, Column? Would
Yes,
you say that?
it is.
Okay.
Is it
Oh.
showing any interest in continuing this fight?
Well, you've kind of got it cornered. It has no egress from this cave.
Does it have pictures of cubs hanging on the wall?
It's either Quattro or Ham and Eggs who's up.
What's your agility ranking there, Quattro?
I was +0 mod. I have a 12.
I'm also at 12. All right. I'm just going to go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Everybody step aside. So Hamaneg trundles around to the backside if he can, like not of the cave bear, circling it. I'm hoping it's distracted enough it'll allow me to do that. And then I swing my warhammer at its rear to try and deal non-lethal damage to it and go, hi, out with you.
All right, please roll a nat 20. Please roll a nat
23.
3.
20. Okay. Yeah, this thing lets out a startled cry and goes barreling out of that cave, and you hear it crashing through the trees outside.
Oh,
Barreling.
Oh,
thank you, brother.
it's a
That
bear.
was nice.
Ruben, we see eye to eye on this. I'm glad we could save its life.
All right. Our hope was that this isn't just a cave, but that there might be some hidden connection to underground tunnels under the Steading.
Yes.
So I want to search around the walls of the cave to see if there's any concealed or secret.
Ruben, what does your nose tell you about this cave?
Sure, give me an intelligence check.
Ooh. Oh, that would be.
I'm working on it. Oof,
Streaky?
for a 7.
Yeah, I believe you're the smart one of us, Ruben. I hate to admit it.
Yeah, you have a rummage around through the various small animal bones and leaves that are littering the floor of this cave, but you don't find anything. It seems very, very solid. It just offers good, dry shelter from the outside.
Well, it would be
Okay.
good to get the horses in here, and we could maybe kind of keep them in here, and it would be a fallback position for us while we watch outside and see who goes in and who comes out.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get the horses in.
Okay.
All right.
I like these walls. I don't know who did them, but I
Yeah,
think they've been well done.
I must say it's impressive.
Yeah, you dwarves also find nothing in here. It's solid cave.
And it seems like a natural cave, not a...
It is a natural cave, yes.
Okay.
It's an entirely natural cave.
I wish my bedroom I grew up in was as nice as this.
Not so many bear droppings in that bedroom, though. I hope.
It is dusk. Night is beginning to fall. It will soon be dark. So you may do as you please at this point.
I maintain my armor. I shine it up. I make sure my shield is spick and span, and my hammer is nice and dull.
Do we think it would be better to go in at night?
Yeah, I don't want to be seen by giants. Do you?
So I can't see, and my guys can't see in the dark.
I mean, do we want to scout around to see if there's another way into this place, or are we going to try to go in through the front door?
Oh, that seems smart. And then
I think it's
Hammond gives the side eye to Foreman over there.
Huh?
yes, I
Senior-
would love to
Senior Quattro.
I would love to take a lap.
Okay. And does it, as when we look or when we're coming up, does it seem like, there are any watchtowers personed by giants?
It does not. You were told that they would perhaps post sentries outside, but you saw no evidence of anyone outside.
So it's possible that they think they've so terrified the local populace that nobody would dare show up, so they're slacking on the security. Maybe. Yeah, I do like the idea of a quick spin around before it gets completely dark so we can see if we can spot another way in. People think that's cool?
Who's doing that? Quattro?
The thief? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, do you guys want me to just go solo, make a loop around, and come back?
You're
Sure.
the burglar, Baggins.
Yeah, that's what
Go
I'm here for.
burgle.
I'll go
Sure,
burgle.
yeah. We would
And
just
I'll-
raise the chances of you getting spotted, I think.
Yep. So yeah, I just want to circle the building and, staying back out of, I know it's kind of open, but out of sight as much as possible. Yeah, circle the building and see if I see anything else of interest on any of the other sides besides this one gate here.
You circle the structure, and you don't see any windows or any other visible doors other than that
Okay.
obvious front door. It's a huge timber stronghold. The walls probably 40 feet high, 35, 40 feet high. The outer walls are hewn from logs, all of them at least 3 feet in diameter, just enormous logs. You do manage to check out that front door, and that front door is again made from logs, and that is bound together with heavy straps of iron. The door is about 7 feet wide, 6 feet or so high.
Only 6 foot wide or 6 feet high.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? That's really weird. Now, I was just reading that and I'm like, that makes no fucking sense, Gary Gygax.
Oh no, he got that wrong. It's 6 inches high. It's a Stonehenge.
Yeah. That makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it's got to be like
No, these doors.
That would
gotta
be
hill giant
bigger.
height. Yeah.
These doors are about 8 feet wide and 16 feet high.
That makes more sense.
I mean, maybe they're not giants. Maybe they're just mediums. They're just hill mediums. I'll be here.
Well,
all
then they
night.
already know we're here.
I'll be here all
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand just from like you were saying, that thing that looks like a gate is
Yes, it
probably
is.
just art, but it's a strange gate
Yeah, maybe it's like a slatted
or
fence,
fence,
sort
whatever.
of, but
kind of
like doubles.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
But only part of
Yeah,
it
I
is
think
slatted.
that's just kind
The
of
rest is
sketchy
just
sketch art.
up and down.
Maybe
Mhm.
Still
is my
Banksy,
best
that's
guess.
for sure.
Somebody thought
After
it'd be
Quattro makes
fancy.
a circuit, is there more of the map that might get revealed? Like I don't know how much this, like how extensive the building covers the map's base, but like, would we be able to see the exterior of it all the way
No.
around? No.
No.
Just to reveal map, you'd have to reveal interior, I assume.
There is no map exterior. What you are
Got it.
seeing, what I have revealed so far, is all of the exterior
I see. Got
that
it.
the map
Okay.
shows.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
right then.
I'll say it again. 1978.
We have to use our imaginations, people.
Hard.
Is there a
I know
TV
that's
show where I
hard.
can learn how to do
I
that?
know that's rough. So sorry.
We should have tamed the bear and trained it to open the door. Damn
We
it.
should have become friends with the bear.
We thought he was coming to attack us, but maybe he was
You
just coming
let
to
it
hug us.
live.
Maybe he was just
So,
coming to hug us.
as you know, when you're nice to bears, they become your friends. They don't just come back in the night and kill you.
This one won't.
If Winnie the Pooh has taught us nothing else.
I was going back to, and this, dates me a little bit, at least when I was a very young person.
Oh,
Gentle
Gentle
Ben.
Ben.
Do you
I
remember that?
Gentle Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you do. Of course you do. I think that was Ron Howard's brother that was the
I don't really
main
remember.
kid in
All
that,
I
wasn't he?
remember was Gentle Ben. Clint
Clint?
Howard. Yeah, probably.
No, Ben.
Probably
Clint Howard, yeah. Yep.
Gentle
Yeah.
Ben, Grizzly Adams. Anything with a bear in it. Anything with a
Yeah.
bear was all right by
All
me.
of it.
Grizzly Man.
What about
Oh,
BJ
yeah,
and the
that's
bear?
right.
Clint Howard, yep.
BJ and the bear. Smokey and the bear.
No, not the
Berenstain
same.
Bears.
David, not the same.
Yeah, those were weird.
Aw.
The
It looks like
Hair
Ron
Bear
Howard
Bunch.
was in a couple episodes as well. But Clint was, in 56 episodes. Like all of them. Yeah. He was the main
Well,
kid.
he was,
was the
I think he
bear.
was the main kid.
It says Gentle Ben was played by Bruno
He was
the Bear.
No,
Bruno
no,
the Bear. There's also a Rance
Aw.
Howard in it.
poor thing.
Yeah. Rance Howard.
Really? Rance?
R-A-N-C-E.
Spell that. Whole damn family is in
Children.
Hollywood.
Oh, he's Ron and Clint's dad. He was Ron and Clint Howard's dad.
All right. We have,
Rance is the dad.
Rance was the dad. Yeah.
Wikis.
Daddy Rance.
we have
Oh,
a
wow.
biography. We have a
Papa Rance.
biography of Clint and Ron.
That's weird.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. No, it's
It's
not.
kind of, I mean, did you find it like at a used bookstore or something?
No, my wife got
It's-
it for Christmas. She asked for it for Christmas.
Okay, good. Because that picture, like,
Do you know?
a big surprise.
He's one of this country's finest filmmakers. What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's
Ron
cool,
Howard
man.
does look an awful lot like his father Rance. That
Yeah.
is for sure.
God, yeah. I'm looking at that picture. I'm like, that's okay.
Who
Wow.
Rance
familiar with
Howard,
Clint Howard.
wrote some of the episodes.
Huh.
I want to look at the people who are in one episode because then you just find like, oh, Charles Bronson played like a surly teen or something. Slim Pickens was in an
Slim
episode.
Pickens.
Bart Starr was in an episode.
God.
Bart Starr?
Yeah.
What? That's insane.
I'm gonna have to find that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Rance Howard was in Ed Wood.
Yeah. What was he in Ed Wood?
You know the movie Ed Wood?
All right.
Have you ever seen it? Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
Burt
know.
Reynolds was in an episode. I hope this is going on the tape because this is good roleplay stuff. Oh, this is
Gentle Ben.
No, these are the giants. There's a Ron Howard
There's
giant.
a giant Burt
There's a
Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds giant.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
We also dropped while you were away. So
Wait, is it Turd Ferguson?
um,
Oh, okay.
where'd you go, Rance Howard? There you are.
He's got a
Okay.
giant hat.
So the trip around the Steading didn't reveal any other entrances or points of interest, it sounds like. So I guess if we're going in through the front door, which is big and heavy.
Yeah, I suppose.
We should do it at night, though, right? When they're least likely to be up and about.
Well, or are they up partying all
I
night?
tell a lie. I tell a lie. I tell a lie.
Okay.
In the picture where a fence is depicted, there is also a large
Mm-hmm.
wooden door. Again, 8 feet by 16 feet, bound in
Okay.
metal.
So we have another option.
I know it.
Okay.
There it is. All right, so 2 entrances. They're
It
facing
seems like
the
this
same
is the
direction.
entrance, the one we're by, that's going to get more use, because it comes in right off the road.
Yeah,
Sure.
seems fair.
So would we want to try that other one? I mean, I
That
don't
seems reasonable.
like that might
Sure,
be
why
the
not?
service entrance.
Do it.
I'm making stuff up here.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's just it's reasonable making stuff up though. I think.
So
Let's
that's
half of us go in each entrance.
We
then
can
No.
meet in the middle.
No.
Okay, the hirelings.
And then
go in the
anytime
front.
we have a choice, we divide our party in half, so we're all
Yeah.
completely alone.
Yes. We've got
I
hirelings.
see zero downside.
So we'll go to the secondary door off the road.
Okay. Let me just check my DM map.
If there are a lot of monsters near this door, then we change our mind.
Seems like we should be able to
Not
see
a
through that
fence, that's
fence
just
or
art.
whatever it is to.
If we kill the monsters, then we could skin them and wear their skins inside and go in disguise.
Okay, you're fired.
Beggar suit.
We're firing a lot of people. We probably need them.
Although sending in the hirelings on fire might not
Ooh,
be a bad idea.
That's a good idea.
Because then we could start the inside on fire.
I don't know that is really a humane way to deal with the
Why does
hirelings. I mean, we hired them.
But why does a dwarf carry about humane way or worry about humane ways?
Well, we're orderly, if nothing else, and that
Yeah.
just seems really
Depends on the fine print on
out
their
of order.
contracts.
Okay,
frankly.
they could go in as a fire brigade, i.e., with jars of oil and torches to start a fire.
We could light the horses on fire.
That's-
They're a lot faster.
That would be fine. No, we are not doing that. Because we're dwarves. We need to ride horses or else we're going to be way behind the rest of you.
Should we just make a convoy, and then we could sing the convoy song? Oh yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll make a convoy, and then we'll rap on the front doors, and then see if we can get Turd Ferguson, the Burt Reynolds giant, to come outside, and then we'll lead that one away, and then kill him, and then wear his skin inside.
Here's what we do. I go to the front door and pretend to be a door-to-door globe salesman.
Great
Yes.
idea.
Whilst I'm
you
distracting
go.
them, y'all
I was
sneak
gonna-
around to the back door.
We've done this before.
Yeah,
I know.
That's another. Yeah,
Also in Blades in the Dark.
it always works. Okay, I see the second set of doors on the map now. Ooh, and a
Is-
third
is that
set,
Third set of
apparently.
doors.
Jeez.
There's a third set of doors that your thief. You see, you can't trust a thief. He just doesn't tell you everything.
Yeah,
Weird that
I
he
get
didn't tell us
back.
any of this.
And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing, guys. And 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh, just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, there are, yes.
I kind of want to try that north door, honestly.
Yeah, me
there,
too.
there
now
are
that I know
three
that's
doors. There are 3 doors. There's a main entrance door, then there's this eastern door, and then there is a northern door. All of them 8 feet wide, 16 feet tall. Very heavy, very closed.
It should be pretty obvious on the dirt ground which one's getting the least traffic.
Yeah.
I say
And my
questioningly.
outfit's a
actually.
forester, so he's like probably good at figuring that out.
The eastern door has a lot of very large footprints and smaller large footprints, all much larger than human footprints.
Okay.
The northern door has smaller footprints.
Like human size?
No, still much larger than human. But
More
they're
large.
nowhere near as big as the footprints you followed up through the mountains. But they are much larger than humans. And then there are also what appear to be large paw prints of some sort.
Interesting. Paw prints. Okay.
Can we tell what kind of prints they are? Who's forest
Uh,
oriented?
Jariki is a forester. I could try a.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. I'm thinking like maybe they have like ogre minions or something. 15, 16?
Yeah, 16. You think the larger, somewhat human-like footprints might be those of an ogre.
Ah.
And the paw prints resemble wolf prints, but or dog, but they're much larger.
Like dire wolves or something.
Orgs.
Uh-oh.
Or wargs or something like that. Well,
But they're not giants.
yeah.
Or at least they're not big giants. They're more like, again, like
They-
I said,
they
they're
might
more
be
like
giants.
mediums. I see what you did there, but I'm not going to
Yeah.
acknowledge it.
Haha, is the first one in a whole giant scenario.
I say, well, then North Door it is.
Hemmenig likes the North Door.
Yeah, I'm all for the north door.
All right.
How many hirelings do we have to open doors?
So I cut myself back down to 2 since we have a big crew. Is that right?
Sure.
I decided not to bring any. I
Okay.
changed my mind.
Oh, then I'll bring all 4 of mine. I'll take yours.
You son of a bitch. All right.
But, I mean, what do you think, Colin? Do we need this many hirelings or?
I don't care. Whatever you can manage, whatever you feel comfortably managing, go ahead and use.
You
As
go
long as
ahead and
can
run
keep track
forward,
of 'em.
Rob. I'm gonna run too.
I
Okay.
got 2. So what? That'll
So
put us
2 of
at
my
8.
hirelings have 14 strength. If they work together, well, actually, should we have our? They wouldn't trap an exterior door that they're clearly using, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Never know. You
Yeah.
could check it. But
If only we had someone that was good at checking for traps.
Well,
Yeah,
let's see if it's locked, I guess,
Like, yeah.
before we start hauling on the thing.
Find trap +6. That's a 16 +6 for a 22.
Door is not trapped that you can discern.
Okay.
What's the mechanism on the door? Is there any type of latch or anything, or does it look like it's just?
There is like a wooden board tied with rope about 6 feet above you. Then the rope goes upwards and through a hole. The rope is very much out of reach, but the lower part of the latch mechanism is within reach.
Okay.
Taller characters, for sure.
Then I'm gonna step back if our burly boys wanna muscle it open.
Okay. So yeah, my 2 strongish into the doors open out toward us or into the building.
This door opens outwards.
Okay. So
That's
my
just
2
fire code. I mean,
slightly, yeah. Ever since that Italian Hall disaster in Calumet. So the Hill Giants take that seriously. My 2 14th strength hirelings will pull it open, and then as it's opening, I'm assuming we'll all be in preparation in case we're opening it on, like a troop of ogres or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got ranged
oh
weapons. Right?
dear.
14's not gonna.
2 with 14.
Oh, the
Oh.
2 of them each have 14?
They each have 14 strength. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell you what, give me a luck check here.
Okay. Using one of the hirelings luck or
No, just roll.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a DC luck.
and I want to roll really low, right?
No, I'm just thinking of a
It's
number I'm
it's a
thinking of a
3.
number in my head, and you.
I rolled a
okay,
3.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. The door opens quite silently. You managed to keep it quiet.
Aha. A big room.
What size are
The
these?
door opens. Those squares are 10 feet. Each
10
of
by
those
10.
squares is
That's
10
what I
feet.
thought. Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at an open compound area that looks like it's almost 200 feet across and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet wide that you can see.
Wow.
Are there torches? Is it dark?
There are the occasional torch flickering on the walls.
And we're seeing a door right here, right?
And an opening right here.
You
Are
were
there
seeing
any-
an,
is it-
you were seeing an
Yeah.
opening right there. Let me just verify that door, Damon. Yes, you are seeing a door to the west of you and an open area down to the south.
Now read Gary Gygax's like lovingly detailed description of the room, please. But is there anything in the room of interest? Furnishings? Like, is this just a vast open space?
Okay, so there's a door. There's a door to the west of you. It's about 6 feet wide and maybe 12 feet high. Again, it is made of logs and bound in iron. The walls, again, that you can see outside are all slick with rain. All of them are, again, hewn from very large logs. And other than the door to the west and the open area to the south, you see nothing else.
Can we hear anything?
Yeah, I don't feel like giants are going to be quiet, and ogres.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can hear quite a lot. You can hear a lot of noise going on around here. It's all sort of in the distance from you, quite muffled, but you can hear shouting, laughing. Do any of you speak giant?
No, I don't.
Excellent.
So wait, but
No.
if we did, could we make out what they were saying? Because I could try casting comprehend languages. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna cast comprehend languages. No,
Fuck
you don't
you,
think I
Rob.
can make it
Okay.
out from here?
No, I was going to say it's gonna be too muffled. I mean, you
Okay,
can
all right.
definitely hear noises. It sounds like
It's like a rumbling of giant voices, not like distinct.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
How long does comprehend languages last?
Yeah,
I mean, if you have it up for an hour or something.
Casting time, 1 turn. Duration varies depending on result. 1 turn, 1 hour. Realistically, at most 1 hour for what I would roll. So I'm gonna
Give
hold
it a
off
try.
on
You
that.
can cast it again later.
Well, unless it makes my head melt or something because I roll a 1.
Then don't roll a 1.
Don't be a coward.
All right, fine. I'll cast coward.
No, you play your
cowardly.
character. I'm sorry.
Peer pressure.
It sounds like a very large gathering
Mhm.
in this compound. There are a large number of voices, all shouting, laughing. There seems to be a lot of rambunctiousness going on. You can hear the clattering of glasses and trays. There just seems to be just a great hub of activity.
Possibly a feast going on.
Possibly.
All right. Yeah, I don't know that I need to
Possibly
understand it.
a
I'm going to hold
feast.
off on casting.
And that's all we hear, like basically the sounds of giants. We don't hear the sounds of anything
Probably
else.
pretty loud.
Not that you can hear. There's
Well, but
there's a
other
lot
things
going
could be
on.
loud.
All right. So do we want to move? I guess our question is, do we want to move toward the loud raucous giant party or away from it to look for stuff where the giants aren't?
I suggest we go to the room to the right.
I would
Presuming it is away.
concur
I should
with
say.
that. Yeah,
The
to the
west?
west.
Okay. The
Just
west,
to
so the
get
right
out
as
of
we
this
came in.
big open room and into
Yeah.
a smaller room.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's what Hammonig is thinking. Go small.
Okay. I'm down
Door.
with that.
Okay. As soon as you enter this open compound area, you hear the padding of feet rushing towards you. And from the southeast, emerging out of the gloom and the darkness, you see 1, 2, 3 dire wolves rushing towards you, followed closely by 11 more dire wolves.
Jesus.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, what? That
You
seems
heard
harsh.
me. I said roll for initiative.
Holy
Ooh,
crap.
18.
I think, talking doesn't really have to be done on your initiative, so Hammonig says, we should lead them outside so we're not trapped inside.
These look very much like they want to eat you.
I still would rather fight them outside.
Yeah.
Well, and we're not
because then we
making
can
as
avoid-
much noise.
And we haven't made it
can
in very
avoid them.
far, so we can duck back fairly
That's right.
easily, I think.
Yep.
Well, and especially, what we can do, guys, is we can, how I'm assuming we only open the door wide enough to get through. We can hold them at the door as best we can and bottleneck them.
That's a thought.
Oh,
Well, let's do it.
Okay.
I say let's lead them outside or something.
Okay, Harvey is up.
okay. So they're running towards us, correct?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So then, hearing the group say we're gonna run outside, Harvey's going to kind of take up position on, let's see, just by the door to kind of help some people, like the squishier ones, get past, but also be able to try and defend if possible. We can't hold actions, can we?
No.
Okay. Would you allow shooting a longbow and then with my move to get out
Yes. Yep.
a
Absolutely.
weapon and a shield? Okay. So then
Sure.
he's gonna take a shot with his longbow right away at the one coming up first.
Okay, these things are about 60 feet away from you. So
Okay, so yeah, the longbow's got a 70-foot range, so that should. Wait, you said yards or feet?
feet.
Thank you. Let's see, that's going to be 22 to hit.
That hit.
Okay, so then that's going to be 7 hit points of damage to 1, and then he's going to take up the point next to the door.
Okay, the first wolf is hit with the arrow.
Mhm.
The arrow goes straight through its jaw, and it just falls like a stone, dead to the ground. The other wolves run right over it. Jerky's up.
Shariki. Okay, so 60 feet you said.
Yeah.
That is in range of my sleep spell. So I'm going to give that. So I could cast a spell and then dance out of the door.
Sure.
Okay. So here comes D20 plus 5 for my base spell check. For a 23.
Very nice.
Up to 4 targets must save or fall into a normal sleep for 1d6 hours. Normal sleep can be a supernatural sleep for 1d4 hours. I'm going to go for 4 targets have to make a save or fall asleep. And if we
Okay.
go and if somebody shoots the sleeping ones with an arrow, they'll wake up if they're not killed. But
So 23.
call my elf feel prepared.
Okay. Dire Wolf 1. That's a 12. 15. 8. 22. Ah, he's out.
Oh,
That's
so
4.
close.
4 down. Who will I take? I'll take the ones with the highest hit points.
Oh, and the manifestation, swan's wings rose from the floor to enfold the targets. I just rolled a random manifestation. Yeah. So that's what it looked like.
Very nice. I like that. The manifestations are good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you wanted to do a move.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna go out the door to set our sort of attack them as they come out plan.
Chico is up.
If none of them are within 40 feet, then yeah, he's going to just do the same. He's going to run out with Jariki and get ready to fight these things outside.
Okay.
And I don't lose the spell. That's awesome.
And then Quattro is up.
Okay, so how far away is the nearest one now?
Probably 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, that should be well within crossbow range. So I'm going to take a crossbow shot. And that is a 13 to hit.
One short. Do you want to burn luck?
I do not. And then, yeah, Quattro is going to move out the doors, and he's not going to be the first line of defense. He's going to leave that for the meat shields. So he'll move out the doors and back 10 feet.
Okay.
And then Naught and Nada are going to go through the doors, and they're going to, I'm assuming the doors are not swung all the way wide. They're going to put their backs against the doors to try to hold the doors from being swung completely open to make a tighter choke point.
Okay. It is now the wolves' turn. The 9 remaining wolves. These 9 remaining dire wolves close the gap to, they're about within 10 feet of the door. And now it is Reuben.
I thought it was ham and egg.
Oh, I
because
don't
he's
even
7
have
and
him
I'm
on here.
5.
You're ignoring me?
Yes. Sorry, who?
Ham and egg.
Did you roll a 7?
I did.
Oh, then it is you. Thank you.
Okay. And the wolves are not at melee range to us yet, right?
No. The nearest one's about 10 feet.
In which case, short bow. And from outside the door. Not inside. I want to be outside. And I guess it's just... Do I also roll my deed die in attacks with ranged weapons? Is that right?
All attacks.
All attack. I love it.
That's
I
awesome.
love it so much. I rolled terribly.
Oh, wow, a 7.
Aw.
A 7 is not going to do it.
Okay.
Good
Hammond
roll,
looks...
good roll on your D die, though.
Yeah, I know. That's a great roll on the deed die. Hammond looks embarrassed, drops his bow, and pulls out his warhammer for the next chime.
All right.
Don't forget your shield. You get shield attack.
I have the
Yeah.
shield. Yep. Of
You
course
get
I
your
have the
shield bash as well, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I know.
And
I
you
know.
are, like, right at the door, right?
I'm close. Yep. So I
Okay.
intend to be there to absorb the first charge.
Okay, Reuben, now you roll.
Okay, and I think I am also right outside the door because I don't know, that makes sense. And I decide since they're not quite close enough for the melee yet, I'm going to pull out one of my hand axes because I have a few.
A plethora of hand axes?
I do. I've got them fitted into my armor.
Do you
as a
know
matter
what
of fact. It's
plethora
kinda cool.
means when you say it's
let's
all
see.
guapo?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you guys gonna
Well,
do like
was
inside
that Three
secrets or
Amigos of all the movies
inside
to
jokes
reference?
this whole
Yeah.
time?
Yes.
Welcome to the crew, on Rye.
Movie I last saw probably when I was 20. Oh, come on!
4.
How is that possible?
4.
Did I do something wrong?
Narrate the kill.
4.
Oh yes.
Okay. Well, I haul back with my hand axe, and I kind of give it a little bit of a twirl because I like a flourish, and I throw it as hard as I can because I know that the coats on those dire wolves are very thick, and it goes right through its neck. It sets off a bunch of blood, which I jump to the side to avoid because I like my armor clean, and it goes down and twitches as it dies. It's very sad in some ways.
Okay. How long, Rob, how long are those 4 wolves asleep?
It was like a matter of hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a couple
okay.
hours.
It was like
Very nice.
2 or 3 hours. That's fine. Okay. We are back around to Harvey.
Okay.
Now
so it's-
these things are at the door now. So
And there are 3. How many left?
3, you wish. There's I
Eight.
would say 2, 3, 5, 7, 8.
Okay.
And 4 asleep.
Yeah.
So there's
Yes, I was.
For
You let me
1d6
finish. I was going
hours.
to say 3 by 3 minus
1
1.
hour.
Yeah. So yeah, on their next turn, they are going to come crashing through this doorway. They will be upon you.
But they're still 10 feet away from Harvey ish.
At this point, I am going to say they are just about in melee range.
If they're just about, would if I move away, would they get an opportunity attack?
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, he's going to run out the door and he's gonna say, "Get 'em, boys!" And then the hirelings are going to attack with the bows, and he's just gonna kind of get ready for the next foray. So he's just gonna kind of duck around the outside of the door to be ready to kind of harass the back end of the pack as it comes out. And then we'll take 2 short bows from the hirelings. One's a 17, one's a 19 to hit.
They both hit.
Okay. So then that's going to be, oh shit, max damage of 7 on each of them. I rolled double 6s.
Max damage is 7. Okay, I'll take those 2 down.
Okay. And it's just going to be right through the head as they hopefully tumble outside.
We're down to 6 of these dire wolves.
And they've not made an attack.
No, they haven't got one in yet. What I've done here is I've already what I'm doing is I'm just randomly going through, and if you get enough hit points, I'm just killing off whichever ones have the closest hit points to your throws. So to your rolls. It's the fairest way to do it with these large numbers.
Yeah.
Let me see. So that was Harvey and Co. Then it is Jiriki.
Okay. So I've come out. Can I? Is there enough open space in the doorway where I could turn and shoot at them with my bow?
Yes. So you're
will.
outside?
Yeah, I'm outside now.
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
15, 16, 17.
17 will hit.
6. Ooh, for 6 damage. I like the 6-sider.
Nice.
6 damage. Okay, and that takes another one down. You can narrate if you want or not.
I shoot it. It falls down.
All right. Very good.
The bowhead.
My hirelings don't. I didn't give them ranged weapons because I just want. They're all proficient with their hand-to-hand weapons. So I figured they're like wait and like jump on things in a crowd sort of concept for their tactics. So they're not doing anything at the moment.
Fair enough. Tico.
Tico's going to take a pot shot with a sling. Try and see if he
Okay.
can. Ooh. So that's a natural 20 for
Ooh.
22. And let me see what's. So that's going to be a crit roll on table 3 of a d10. Let me see here.
This is our first crit table of the evening.
First crit table of the evening.
Yay!
I rolled an 8. That would be blow Karam's off skull, deafening foe for 1d6 round, inflict plus 1d6 damage with this strike. So that will be 1, 4, 5, 1, 6 of the hit points of the damage.
6 hit points?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. It
With
is.
a
It is. It is. It is not. It is not. The one you hit is not dead.
Okay. And then it's dazed for 2 rounds.
Okay.
Or deafened for 2 days. Oh, never mind, 2 days.
2 days. All right. If Tico is done, then Quattro is up.
So Quattro is gonna step into Jariki's shooting gap there and try again with his crossbow. With a there we go. That's a 19 for a 21.
That hits.
That's for 4 damage.
Firing at the injured wolf or an uninjured.
Injured.
Okay, it
Cut
is
the numbers down.
It is dead. You can narrate if you want or not.
Yeah, I just think I'm gonna put an arrow right where Garrett just did and finish it off.
All right. Okay, fair enough. That was Quattro. It is the wolves. These 4 remaining wolves come crashing through the door and are upon you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. Who's it going to be? I'm just randomly rolling. They are going to attack Quattro. First one is going to attack Quattro.
They're running away.
I thought you were saying all of them were going to attack Quattro.
No. I'm not gonna.
Take
I
that,
can
Quattro.
it can either attack Quattro or it can attack one of your minions.
My
You can
minions
take-
are around the corner bracing the door, trying to create a bottleneck, so Quattro's going to take it.
Okay, Quattro
Oh, I
will
love your
take
honesty.
it.
I take back what I said.
Okay, this enormous wolf lunges at you. Oh my god. That's a 19. That is a 25.
Miss.
25, and it is going to hit Quattro.
No,
with-
that
oh my
misses.
god. What? Oh, 25 misses you?
No, dude.
Well, I don't know. You're level 4.
You have my character sheet.
No, I don't look at them. Come on. Okay, well, the bad news then is that's max damage. It's going to be 6 plus 2. That's going to be 8 points of biting dire wolf
Holy
damage.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
No one's laughing now.
No.
Yeah, let me see. The next one is going to go for Harvey. And this is going to be...
Not Harvey.
that's going to be a 24
That'll hit.
bite attack. That's going to hit. And that is going to be 4 points of the bitey damage.
Thank you.
Next one is going to go for Ruben. It's all right. Oh my goodness. That is... what is that? 22?
What are you rolling? A D50?
No, I'm
Okay.
rolling a D20.
It
I'm just rolling really well. They have a +6 melee.
Yeah.
They're big dogs. They're big old doggos. And that is going to be 5 points of the biting damage. And then the last one
Alrighty.
is also going for Quattro. Do you want it to be one of your minions or Quattro?
Quattro.
All right. And that is 19. Oh, Jesus Christ. And that is 8 points of biting damage.
Oh my god.
Quattro is very dead.
Whoa.
Not yet,
He's
not yet.
down?
Oh yeah.
Not dead, but you're down. Okay, that is the wolf's turn. It is now ham and eggs.
Okay. The wolf that just bit the crap out of Quattro,
Yeah.
give him a high five. Actually, no, we're gonna smack him hard with the hammer. So I move over, and it's gonna be
Shield bash.
Well, that'll happen if I don't kill him right away. You bet. Oh my gosh. Does a 10 hit?
And 10 does not hit.
That's the second 2 in a row I've rolled. Okay, now we'll try the shield bash on him, but it's only a D14.
Okay, so Quattro is bleeding out right now.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do better with the shield. Does a 13 hit?
It's one short. You could burn a point of luck.
I might need that luck. I don't have a lot of luck. Okay.
You hit it with your shield, but you manage to brush it aside, but
Those are
falls to the
pathetic
ground,
rolls.
but it gets back up again.
I'm so sorry.
Reuben is up.
Well, seeing the mess my brother's made of it, I'm going to go plunging forward with my longsword this time. 17?
Yay.
17
hits.
hits.
17 hits, yay, okay. And then, let's
7 damage.
see.
Oh, it was a good deed die roll.
And a
Oh,
6
yeah.
on the deed die.
Okay, well, right now I'm just
Alright.
going to do
Roll it.
straightforward sort of things.
7.
So
7?
What's the
That's 14. That's
Seven-
14.
That's
Points of
14
damage.
with your
wait.
deed die too.
No, you rolled 4. That's a total of 11.
Oh, 11. Okay. 11.
Oh.
Did you?
Could
Yeah,
I use
11.
a deed die to cleave and carry damage over? I know you're supposed to declare it first, but is that an option for deed?
I guess that would be up to Column. It's not on the list.
Okay.
Not
just
on the
making that
list,
up.
then no.
Okay.
You're allowed to make stuff up.
But 11 is definitely a kill. You can narrate the kill.
Slavering beast, who my brother, screwed up and didn't quite do anything to. I'm jumping in to save him again. I take very good care of my armor. My longsword is gleaming in the moonlight, I suppose, or whatever light is coming in from around. I lift it high over my head and bring it right down on the back of his head so hard that it just slices off the top of his head
Very nice.
in his top jaw.
There is
I kind of like doing that, I guess, and flipping it off, and
lovely.
and it falls to the ground. And then I wipe off my longsword on my pants, my pantaloons, and I look at my brother and say, "You owe me."
There is no
And I walk
there is
away.
no moonlight. There is only dense fog and pissing rain and wolf guts. Brains. That's all that's going on here.
It's all in my brain.
Right.
then.
We are back
all
to
in my mind.
Harvey. You're full on melee at this point.
Okay, so Harvey
There are
is gonna-
three dire wolves in your midst.
Okay. He's just gonna go for the closest one. So that's gonna be oh shit, that's right. Yeah, so that's 23.
23 hits.
Okay, and so then let's see what's gonna be that one. So yeah, that's gonna be 7 hit points to 1.
That's down.
Okay. He's just gonna break its back with his warhammer, and then he's gonna have the other two or the hirelings take it shots. Oh, nice, for a dirty 20 and a 16 on different wolves.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that's 7 to one and 3 to the other.
All wolves are deceased except for the 4 sleeping away from you.
So can we get our cleric on dying Quattro there?
I just want to know if we are in or out of initiative, because he has 4 rounds to bleed out. So technically, he's.
Well, I
on his
think we're
fourth
out
round.
now. We just need to go finish off the sleeping wolves.
Well, it's considering it's rounds. I don't know if we want to stay in and for the sake of healing or not. But yeah, if anything, Tico's just going to run over to Quattro and try and heal him up.
You're still in. You are still in initiative for the time being. The door to the east
Oh shit!
bursts open, and stooping through the doorway is a 12-foot tall hill giant. In one hand, he holds a wooden club, and in the other, he holds a long leather whip. He steps into the yard, looks in confusion at the slaughtered wolves, and seeing the dead animals, lets out a howl of anger, then turns, faces you, and comes screaming out of the doors towards you.
So was that the east hallway inside?
It was the door to the east when you came in.
Okay, so then he's running north towards us. Okay.
Yes.
Whatever that
Okay.
is.
Let me roll this guy's initiative.
I appreciate what you did for me back there, brother. I shall strive to do better.
You're in luck. He's big, but he's
I would
slow.
hope.
Jariki is up.
Okay, how far is it away now? The giant.
He's like less than 10 feet away from you.
Oh shit!
Already?
He's
Wow.
giant.
All right. I am gonna try a quick flaming hands. Then he's within range of that. I produce gouts of fire from my bare hands to burn my enemies. Ooh, I could roll again on spells. That never happens in this game. 1924. Produces a blast of fire that burns up to 3 targets. I'm just aiming for 1 within range for 2d6 plus caster level of damage. Plus caster level 9 points of damage. Burning. And what does that look like when it happens? Caster's hands burst into flames.
Okay. And you rolled a what to hit?
A 23 to hit.
Oh, absolutely hits. And how much
no,
damage?
I mean, I made my spell roll was 23 or 24. Sorry, which tells me what it does.
Oh.
And it doesn't say there's a save on that.
So how much fire damage did that do?
9. I didn't roll well on damage, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
It's not bad, but now it smells like cooking hill giant. Them's good eating.
Not as good as cave bear.
Okay. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah.
If he's soaked in booze, he catches on fire.
This thing recoils at the fire, and
Aha.
but still is just in he looks back down at his slaughtered animals, and the fury just takes over him, and he still bounds towards you all. Tico is up.
So seeing Quattro go down, Tico's gonna run over to him
All right.
and see if we can heal this baby up. And then let me know what your alignment is, Quattro.
Chaotic.
So that's 19. So let's see. 19, you roll 1 dice.
Like one
Is
hit
that right?
dice.
One
Like,
hit dice.
whatever
worth of
dice,
healing.
I'll roll one of the D30s.
You roll one
you
of
roll
your
one
hit
of your
dice.
hit dice. Thank you. And you are not dead anymore. And you're back
2.
up. So you're back up from 0. You have 2 hit points.
Woohoo!
Great.
But you're not bleeding out.
Okay, 2 hit points.
And I think you get
Okay.
a scar from it.
I think Quattro is up.
Yeah, so Quattro is just gonna take a big gasp of air, sit up, and shoot his crossbow.
All right.
Yeah, like just sits up and just ping. Jesus, 4.
4 is not gonna hit.
Man, you and I are not having good rolls today.
No.
But you're alive. Ham and eggs.
Yeah, right. It's ham and egg, by the way. Jeez.
Ham
So
and
is it-
eggs.
So is it? Why do people keep saying that? There's a giant, right?
Yep.
And yeah, that's all we're
Okay.
fighting right now.
It's a
Yeah.
big
Right.
old smelly old giant.
All right. Rush at him, and I'm gonna try and take out his Achilles heels and knock him to the ground as such, bleeding and in pain.
Would you want to try and make it a trip?
That's gonna be
deed?
your
That's
gonna be your D die.
yeah.
Absolutely gonna be a deed, and he's gonna feel it.
So you're gonna try and trip him. Okay.
Got a 17.
And a
what's your-
3.
Ooh,
A 3
that
on
would
the hit
work.
die. A 3 on the
Alright.
deed.
Roll
Yeah.
your
Works.
damage and I'll get the deed. Okay, hold on. For a trip, you could knock an enemy off balance. You get a reflex save against a warrior's attack roll. Failure means the enemy is knocked prone and must spend its next action standing up.
So I add and I add my deed damage to that too. I don't roll it again,
Correct.
right?
Nope.
Use
So
that.
10. 10
10
damage.
damage. Ouch. Yeah, this thing's hurting. And okay, let's get your see if your deed pulls off.
And
So it's just a saving throw, is that right?
Yeah, against 17.
Saving throw against 17.
Yep.
My guy.
Yep.
That is a 5. He goes crashing to the ground.
Giant dwarf. That's awesome.
Awesome. Oh, you know what's gonna be even more awesome? Now I leap up and use my shield bash to bash him in the nose and break his nose.
You get +2 bonus to prone opponents.
Right. And I still get the deed die with the shield bash, right?
You get a different deed die. Yeah, you roll a different deed die every time you attack.
16.
Nice.
16 just makes it.
All right. Blammo. Bleed that nose out. So the
Ugh.
damage is how much damage does the shield do? I don't think I know that.
D4.
D4. Okay.
Oh wait, no, D3. D3.
D3.
Does he get to add the deed die too?
Yeah.
which is in this case
D3 plus 5.
plus 5. Yeah. Okay.
Plus your strength.
Oh, plus my strength. So 8
Jesus. All
to the
right.
face.
Okay.
His nose is broken.
His nose is very, very much broken.
Ah!
He kind of mumbles some kind of pathetic thing in giant to you, but you're not quite sure what it is. But
I hope it's I'm dying.
yeah, and as you're moving away from him, he like weakly reaches out and tries to grasp you in his hand, but you're too quick for him. So
Do you see that, brother? I'm too quick.
now the giant is up. And
No, he's not. He's down. We've
he's-
established this.
he stumbles and grasps in the dirt and then in the mud, and he staggers back to his feet and picks up his club again. And now it is Ruben's turn.
Finish him off, brother.
Going to try, seeing as I only reach his ankles pretty much too. Long sword,
It's 12 feet.
and I'm going to try to slash his at least his ankles or his knees with it, some aspect of his legs, because I didn't like
Yeah,
the fact
trip,
that he
okay.
got back up. All right, so
18 hits.
All right.
The D-die failed,
is that right?
but 18
Oh,
hits.
yeah.
So roll your damage. You get 2 plus 1, I believe. 3 additional
Yep. Oh.
damage.
Nice. Oh, Max.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this thing is barely alive. There's just blood and snot just rolling down his face.
38
All of his
hit
teeth
points.
have been knocked out. He's just a mass of muscle and blood at this point, and he's looking really, really defeated. And we are back to Harvey.
Harvey's going to come in with the Warhammer and try and take out his leg again with a trip. Okay, so rolled a 4 on the deed. So let's see. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 11 is 19.
The 19 hits.
So that's going to be 14 hit points of damage. And let's see.
Narrate the kill.
Nice. He's going to really just take a shot at the knee and carry it up. So like he's gonna hit the side of the knee to kind of crumple him, and then take the shot up into the jaw and just knock him senseless and kill him, brain
Goes
him.
crashing to the ground. His club lies to his left side. His leather whip lies to his right side. Through the rain, you can still hear the distant chatter and clatter and laughing of what sounds like giants celebrating from somewhere within.
Awesome.
So we should finish off the sleeping wolves.
No further giants or wolves appear. There are still 4 sleeping wolves, yes.
We'll
Dire
take them out.
wolves, not just
Mhm.
wolves.
Right, so we don't need to roll to.
Take them out.
Yeah, we should take care of him. Unfortunately.
Okay, I will assume you go in and you mercilessly slaughter the 4 helpless animals.
Yep.
I'm also gonna say when you go in and do that, it also gives you an opportunity to look at this area more.
Would it be possible for Tico to heal Quattro before we go in, just real quick?
I think that would be a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 23. Cam, you can roll 3 die. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to roll 3 of the D30s then.
Okay, and
Let's see here.
Sorry,
1,
sorry.
30.
6, so that's 7, 9 total healing, which gets me close to full.
And I have revealed more of this area for you. So you're in this large open area.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
It's a large open area. It's outside. It's there's no roof. It's open to the elements.
Oh, cool.
You can see all of these various doors. They're all closed large. The door to the east that the giant came out of is closed again, but the door that you guys entered through is still open, and those dire wolves and the giant's body are still visible through that open door.
So this wasn't inside. This was just.
No, this was outside. Yeah, I hadn't
Got
caught
it.
that initially.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there are
Gotcha.
doors to the south,
Um,
doors to the east, 2 doors to
Do we
the
have
east.
So the party
Or
sounds still
west.
going on, right? Do we have a
Yes,
sense of where that noise is coming from? Which direction?
they're coming from the south, somewhere
Okay.
to the south. So somewhere in front of you.
Okay.
Okay. Do we
Like through
want
these, not
Okay.
in this open area, right? But down in another
No,
room.
and you can hear other sounds to. You're facing south, so you can hear other sounds to the east of you. You can hear muttering and talking and such. You don't really hear anything from the buildings to the east of you.
do we want to try and get the wolf bodies outside just so they don't see them?
That's probably. I was going to suggest that we
There's gonna be a
move
lot of
things out
blood, but I
out
guess if there's not
sight.
light, if it's
outside.
dark, they might not
Oh,
see that. Yeah.
it's also dark, and also this place is a pit. There's like even outside, this place just smells really, really bad.
Oh, great.
It smells
Okay.
like just rotten food,
The big hill
feces,
giant
and
frat.
stank.
Yeah.
And it all smells like really, really damp, just damp wood everywhere. It's not a pleasant place.
I like that. How about if we have our hirelings drag the wolves out of the door? So if we move on and somebody wanders through, they're not
Mhm.
gonna trip over
Sure.
wolf corpse.
Yeah. It's also
Yeah.
raining quite heavily, so this
Oh, yeah.
this area that you're in is basically just, gravel and dirt. So the
Okay.
rain's gonna wash most of the blood away.
That's what I was wondering. Because
Or
is
in
it
my
worth
life.
moving bodies if the blood stains are still going to be so obvious? But yeah, if we think the blood will be obscured in some way,
You
or
all
even
need to
eliminated-
take out rags and roll me strength checks and see how quickly you can all mop up the blood. No, the rain will take care of it.
Okay,
Alright.
excellent. I love it.
Dang it. Okay, so then
That's
are we
worth
gonna
the effort then.
are we gonna take the wolves' bodies out the way we came?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And
Well,
then
first I'm going to
Yeah,
parade it
might as
around
well.
and hoot and holler very
Just a-
loudly.
No, you are
Okay.
not.
You know, Henri, you always put the net. You've always said no to all
I'll
the fun things I
tell-
ever wanted to do.
I will
Because
tell
he's not
Mother.
here.
If Mother knows that you are going to cause trouble.
then do we want to say we're gonna go through this door to
Yeah, that's the
west?
door I would want to check out,
Still want to do the west door?
assuming we have cleared the area of bodies. And then we could close these doors to the north as well.
You're in a kind of a large common room filled with cots of various sizes, tables, chairs, stools, and the like. Thanks, Gary. And it's just cluttered
Like I'm
with
there.
old clothing and junk.
I want to search through the like to see if there's
Okay.
anything likable.
As you were entering this room, the largest door to the south was just closing,
Ooh, okay.
as though somebody was
Pinkies,
exiting this
okay.
room.
Okay.
All right.
Do we sneak
And
in and keep going
so-
south?
And can we see that there's this other door down here as well?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yes,
Say we-
there are two doors. There's a large door to this. Well, they're both large. A very large door in the middle south, and a smaller large door to the southeast, we shall say.
I say we try this one to the southeast.
Yeah, I'm game.
Okay. This hall is a messy and smelly place, filled with pallets and junk. Lying on
Okay.
two of the pallets are these two sickly and emaciated orcs. They look completely wretched, injured, and broken.
Does this look like a prison?
Does anyone speak orc?
No.
They look towards you and they
No.
start gibbering in orcish and gesturing wildly.
All right, I'm going to try comprehend languages. Because why not? Because maybe they can give us the down low.
Yeah, that sounds useful to me.
Comprehend languages. Here we go. D20. Natural 20 plus 5. Jesus.
Ooh, wow.
Caster can fluently read, write, understand, and speak any one language for an hour per caster level. Okay.
Or per caster level?
I write an epic poem cycle in Orcish for them.
Help us! Oh, kind creatures, help us! Please help us! They treat us so badly. Orcs just want to be free. All of the orcs, they want to be free. Some of the orcs talk of rebellion down in the dungeons.
I will quickly
Ooh.
translate as they talk.
You orc friends,
We could be your friends if you can help us and give us information. Let's
giant
see.
bad. Giant very, very bad. They treat us so badly. hurt us, make us work down in the dungeons. No sleep, work all day, all night. Eat us sometimes.
Yuck.
Mm.
Let's see.
Ew.
So, do they keep you locked up in the dungeons when you're not working?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
But some of us forming a rebellion, going to kill all the giants. Orcs be your friends.
All right. Again, I relay this to the crew. Yeah. How many orcs are there here? Good
How many?
question. Thanks.
Many, many orcs, but we don't see them. We stay here only in the kitchen and the great hall. That is all they let us see. Those are our jobs. Other orcs. Many different jobs. All unhappy. Just want to go home.
Can you tell us? So I'll ask him if they can tell us how to get to the dungeons, and if they know where any weapons are stored here.
We know nothing. We know only the kitchen and the great hall. It is all they
Oh,
let us
okay.
see.
I heard the giants making lots of noise. What are they doing?
The chief and his ugly wife, ugly chief, ugly wife, hold a big party for themselves. For all of the fear they bringing down to the man world.
Hmm. So you work in the kitchen. Do you bring them their food and drink?
Yes, but I break arm.
Ooh.
Lolo break leg. We no good to them. They let us mend, maybe they eat us.
Which way's the kitchen?
Please help us.
What if you
Oh,
heal them?
What if you heal them?
What if
Well,
we heal them?
Tico's gonna look around. Oh,
Right.
well, hold on. So we could heal them and have them. So do we have anything to poison giants with? I don't think I do.
I don't.
We could just spit in all their food. Or we could try to find our way down to the dungeons, release the orcs and their rebellion, and hopefully that'll be a distraction. And then we can do what we want. I don't know. Do we want to think about it for the next week?
I think freeing a bunch of orcs from the dungeon is a good idea, but why don't we give these orcs some healing and let them know that we mean to be friends?
Okay.
Yes.
What would Shul think of that?
they are chaotic.
I've already healed something that's chaotic today, and that's kind of.
Oh, are you getting disapproval?
I have to actually kind of look into that right
Have
now.
you been trying to sneak away without getting disapproval?
Well, we'll find
You
out.
s-
Maybe
you
I have
sneaky-
sinned.
You have sinned. Are you lawful?
I am lawful.
Then you have very much sinned.
Okay then.
You can do it offline and you can bring it up. You can bring it up next week.
Okay, I'll just make
That
sure
will be
I put that-
fine. You are gonna try and heal these, Garrett?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay, well, I
Look at
guess
that guy.
So I don't know how that's going to work. This is new for me.
What if they were healed partially? No, I mean, so
like a first
it's
aid?
it's that whole idea of, well, in other words, to also show like our good intentions without actually giving them back
They're
absolutely
desperate for
all
our
of their
help. We don't
ability
need to show
to
good
like
intentions.
turn on us.
So I could incur, because I healed a Quattro being chaotic, depending upon the infraction, it could be anywhere from +1 to +10. But considering he's in our party, would you consider that because he was dying? Would you consider that +1 column? Or
I'd say +1. Yes.
okay, so then I've got. Okay, I'll mark that down. So then +1 each time. So I'll go to a disapproval of 2. Well, I mean, how far are these dungeons? Could we maybe bandage them up and help them get on their way?
We know not where the dungeons are. We only know the
Right, they don't
kitchens.
know.
The kitchens, and he points because you asked him about the kitchens,
Yeah.
Rob. He points somewhere vaguely to the south or southwest.
You know, if the dungeons are down below, it's quite possible that Damon and I, that that Ham and Eggs and I would be able to sense the structure as far as like where it might be. We might be able to tell where that is.
I guess you're assuming that it's stone
I
on the
believe.
inside.
I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I am assuming, but I mean that's one way to approach it at least. And if it's not, then we aren't going to be able to sense it.
What if we help them just get out?
Everything in here, all of the floors are of stone. The ceiling height varies from about 16 feet at the edges to 32 feet at the center. And there are great blackened rafters above which hold up the roof. All of the inner walls, dividing rooms, are about 2 feet thick, wattled with large tree branches, dried mud, straw, and stone. And all of the doors are great iron-bound logs of about 1 feet thick.
Okay, so would these two just want to escape on their own,
Yeah, just ask them if they'd like it, just to just let them go.
or they want their crew?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I think we got enough people. To
The one
help
with the
them.
broken arm tries to support the one with the broken leg, and the two of them limp off to the north.